Hello everybody, how are you guys doing today? Well, my name is Young Buzzy. I am here today. For those of you that don't know me, I'm here today with another video, and this one is so very much important because I'm here to educate you about flight attendants. Okay, I did aviation, yes, flight attendant courses. For those of you that don't know, but some people don't know the differences between flight attendants and cabin crew. Okay, some people don't know, they feel that there's a big difference between that. What I say to you today is never difference. There is no difference between them. When they say flight attendants, they are still telling you cabin crew. Okay, but normally if you are in a flight school, they're going to tell you that don't use flight attendants, so you're going to use cabin crew. Once you are in a flight school in West Africa, that is what you're going to be using all the time till you graduate. Okay, so I am going to tell you how to become a flight attendant. Okay, so there's a big question here. How can you become a flight attendant? For those of you that want to become a flight attendant or cabin crew, let me say. Okay, if you want to become a flight attendant, if you have that dream of becoming a flight attendant, I say to you, this is the right place to be. And please, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because this is really for you. Okay, it's for you and it's for me. All right, so we begin. Before you want to become a flight attendant, you should know what is flight attendants or what flight attendant is. Okay, because you don't have to go to a flight school. Let me be honest. You don't have to go to a flight school before becoming a flight attendant. No. A big no. Because there are a lot of people out there who is educated, who have a degree, and you don't have to have all of the degrees before you become a flight attendant. So I will tell you the requirements you need to become a flight attendant. So I'm going to list all of the requirements. I will give them to you here, and then you're going to know, and I believe that is going to be a help to you. So first of all, what is a flight attendant? A flight attendant is a patient-minded person with a kind heart, someone who is willing to give, kindness in exchange of anger. So in short, you see, flight attendant is a patient-minded person, someone who is kind, a knowledgeable person, flexible person. Those are the quality of flight attendants. And some people misunderstand it out there. They feel that if you say flight attendant or cabin crew, then basically you are talking about a waitress or waiter. No. A flight attendant is a job. It is a great job, for every young man and woman out there. So, how to become a flight attendant? I'm going to tell you how to become a flight attendant. If you want to become a flight attendant, for those of you that don't want to go to flight school, okay, I will advise you to watch a lot of YouTube videos, and it's going to be a help to you. You're going to know how to become a flight attendant, okay? So, I will tell you how you can become. But first of all, before I tell you, I want you to grab a seat, sit down, sit very well and listen keenly to what I'm about to tell you. Grab a glass of water, and zip. While I keep zipping and then listen to me because the information I'm about to give you, I'm going to go with insight. First of all, you see this book? This is a cabin crew book. So I'm here with this book to tell you that, if you see this book, you should know that what I'm telling you is true because this is a cabin crew book. So before you become flight attendants, you see this hair on my head? No, you don't need it. You need to, you need to shave and look very good. Okay? So you have to apply to an airline. Keep applying. Put out your reservation out there. Put it out. Apply, and apply. Some of you have that dreams airline that you want to work with. It is good. You want to work with Delta, you want to work with Etihad, you want to work with Emirates, it's good. Those are good airlines, that you can work with. But trust me, Before there are age requirements you need to reach before you can become a flight attendant. Trust me, there are age, there are age you need to reach, and the minimum age is 18 to 21. Yes, it's 18 to 21. Once you are 18 years old, you can become a flight attendant with some airlines. But you see, for Emirates and Etihad, those airlines, their minimum age is 21. You have to be 21 years old before you can apply to become a flight attendant for these airlines. Okay? And basically, if you haven't reached 21 yet, but if you still have 3 months ahead of you, 3-month period before you can approach your 21st birthday or your 21st birthday, then it's okay. You can still go ahead and apply. Your application will still be accepted. But if you want to have a good application, I will leave a video to tell you how you can apply, and be accepted. But first of all, let me tell you, when they say flight attendants, you don't have to go to flight school, as I said before. You don't have to have a lot of degree. No. You just need a high school certificate. Once you have a high school certificate, which is a diploma, like some people don't know what is high school, okay? But let's say in East Africa, you don't call that high school. Some people don't know, okay? But for West Africa, we say if you have done your West African examination, yes, then you are qualified. Once you have passed it, you are qualified. Meaning your high school diploma, that's a high school diploma, you have it, you are qualified 100% for that first step. You pass that first step. And you need to have let's say, few experience, okay? A working experience, at least 2 years work experience. That help you a lot. If you have 2 years work experience, it's going to help you, okay? Sorry if I'm looking at other places because there are people around me, so I want to take my time. So you need to have 2 years of work experience, okay? You need to be 5 feet 2 inches tall. Yes, that's the minimum. 5 feet 2 inches tall. Some airline is either you 5 feet 2 inches tall, or 5 feet 1 inches tall, or 4 feet 8 inches tall. That's the minimum. And we have the maximum. Okay, you have to be the maximum, and that's going to be 6 feet 3 inches tall. That is the maximum. Yes. So before you think about being a flight attendant, you have to know all of those things. Know all of those things. Like you see, I will ask you to watch a video called by this lady called Emerlyn Christina. Okay, Emerlyn Christina is from the US, and actually before I attended a flight school, I was in touch with her, and she was a great help to me. Okay, I was in West Africa, Liberia at that time, and then I was way inside in the hole, and my dream was to become a flight attendant. I wanted to attend a flight school, so I got in touch with this woman, and then she started to tell me what I can do to enter the flight school, that I can work for my airlines. But you see, if you are from this a small town, even you are in a small hole, come out from that small hole and make your dreams come to reality. Let me tell you, once you have the requirements of being a cabin crew, trust me, you can make it. Okay, you can make it, and you can become that person you want to be. The future needs you. There are a lot of things you can do to better your life and that of your family as a flight attendant or cabin crew. I'm not here to talk about the benefit of a flight attendant. I'm here to tell you how you can become a flight attendant. Okay, so the first thing here is you put in your resume, you put in your application. Let me say, once the application has been put in multiple of applications. Once the application is in, trust me, if you put in 5 applications, if there are two airlines will call you. Once they call you for that interview, you get within the interview room, but basically they call that an open date, because it's going to be like an open date. Okay, so that open date, you're going to enter the hall and you see a lot of, let's say, hundreds of applicants. It's not just going to be your one. You're going to see hundreds of applicants, and they're going to ask you questions. Some of the questions they might ask you is, why you want to become a flight attendant? What make a great flight attendant? Who is a flight attendant? You know, those are the questions that ask some people. Like, if you're from a flight school, they might ask you, who was the first female cabin crew? Which is Ellen Church. Okay? Ellen Church is the first female cabin crew. That question they might ask you. Yes, if you're from a cabin crew school. And if you have never learned an April course before, if you don't know what is April course, I will show you, because you need all of those things. You need to learn them. Basically, let me tell you, if you are in Ghana, your April code for Ghana is Alpha Charlie Charlie Hotel. So you need to know your April code for whatever country you are in, and that of your nearest country. Okay? Try to learn the April codes and few airline codes. It helps you a lot. Yes, it helps you a lot, because while you're a flight attendant, that is what you're going to be working with. So, if they ask you why you want to become a flight attendant, let me help you. Let me give you an easy answer. Simple. They want to hear, I want to become a flight attendant to work as a team, save lives, and build up my career skills within customer service. Period. Nothing less, nothing more. So they say, what makes a great flight attendant? What makes a great flight attendant is that when a person is knowledgeable, flexible, trustful, responsible, or patient-mannered person with a kind heart, someone who is willing to serve their airlines diligently. That's make a great flight attendant. You should be very, very smart. And flight attendant is people that are smart. You know, they think quickly. You know, there are people that think quickly. Okay, so that's what flight attendants do. So they are not just a waiter. Don't have that impression. Okay, and for those who have been to a flight school, if you have forgotten, they might ask you, what are the 8 first female cabin crew? In the 1930s, a female cabin crew, let's say a female cabin crew, those days, in the 1930s, they were Ellen Church, Hugh Crufer, Jessie Carter, Harriet Fly, or Margaret Ennis, or Easy Kelly, Caroline Peterman, and so. So in total, there were 8 female cabin crew. Okay? Because one of my friends keep asking me, Enoch or Young Buzzy, how can I, become a flight attendant? Because, I want to know the flight school you go to. Trust me, if you are from Liberia, I am asking you, there is no school in Liberia offering flight attendant courses. Sabina Airlines does not offer it. Morris Airlines does not offer it. You have to move to Ghana or Nigeria. That's why I talk about the visa-free countries. You see? So if you want to become a flight attendant or cabin crew, make your way. Enter other countries that are visa-free, do your thing, and then get out. You can succeed. Okay? There are other people doing it. You can do it too as well. So, as I say, that you would need to get your height requirement, your weight, okay? So, you see, you need to pass all of those tests. You need to pass all of those tests. And the examination, cabin crew examination you're going to take, okay? Once you pass the examination, but before you pass the examination, or before you sit for the examination, you should try to do a lot of research about being a flight attendant. You should try to do a lot of research about being a flight attendant. Okay? So, once you have the ability, okay, you should have the ability of to stay away from home, meaning to stay away from family and friends. Be able to stay away from them. Once you are able to stay away from family and friends, it's good. Okay? You have a high school diploma, bam, you are in, my brother or my sister. Once you have the minimum age, you are let's say qualified. And if you are someone who is big, a big person, you understand what I'm trying to say. Someone who is big, trust me, you can become a flight attendant, but You have to work on your, on your body so you can drop weight and become, more slim and all of this stuff. Okay, but you don't have to be too tall. Okay, like for Emirates, you need to be 2.12, okay, meter tall with high shoes for Emirates. So even with high shoes, you need to be 2.12 before you apply to Emirates, because Emirates is a straight airline. Okay, so don't get me wrong. Being a flight attendant is a great job. I love being a flight attendant, and flight attendants is always important because those are the people that helps you travel to various countries. If you are leaving from any countries by air, you're going to meet them on air. Okay, those people are very friendly, and you should keep that smile as a flight attendant. Well, though my smile is all for it, it's not good, but trust me, people may still say it's good, but I know that I don't really have a great smile. Okay, so I want you to take your time and be patient, okay, and work strongly towards it. Once you have your passport, you have your high school diploma, you let's say you have done your height requirements and you know them, it's good. But you should know that the airlines is going to do a lot of tests on you, and those tests is just few things that you don't know that they're going to do on you. Yes, they're going to do your chest X-ray. Okay, that's your X-ray. They're going to do your X-ray. They're going to do your HIV test. Okay, so they're going to do a few tests on you. They're going to do your eye test as well. Yes, to know that if you use, and please don't lie. If you use spec, okay, tell them you use a spec. You use spec rather. Okay, don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Tell them what you do for a living. Okay, if you haven't worked before, that is where I come in by telling you have to go to flight school. If you have no job experience, you need to have job experience. You see, those from the diaspora, some way, somehow, they have job experience because those children, some of them, they have always worked. They have worked in a coffee shop. They have worked in various sectors. Small, while even being in high school, they were working to earn, let's say, little things for themselves. But you see, in West Africa, in Africa as a whole, we have to struggle. We have to suffer it. Or you can see a guy in his parents' house at the age of 30. He's still with his father and mother. So you see, it is a shame to us. But trust me, you can still make that change. That's why I am here. Because I know some of you has always been in that corner, thinking, why can I become a flight attendant? It's a good thing to become a flight attendant. And once you are a flight attendant, trust me, you're going to fly. Okay? Like I remember back in school, they used to say, or flag, sky girl. Don't forget, those who went to flight school, I know there are a lot of informations they will give you. Yes, but once you are there, they're going to ask you. Once you tell them, oh, I've been to flight school, they're going to ask you, can you please spell your name in aviation? Which is the Alpha Charlie Hotel, the ABC in aviation language. Okay? So learn how to spell your name in aviation, because your question may be, can you spell your name in aviation? And then you spell it. Oh yes, you're going to spell it. Okay? But trust me, many times your question might just be about 2-3 questions. Okay? And they're going to ask you. So you need to answer those questions properly and keep that smile. As I'm saying, the way I'm saying the thing, I know that this is a help for someone out there. And trust me, you see these nails I'm carrying? You don't need them. Before you do anything, once you are going in, you don't need those things. You don't need this hair that is on my head. For a guy, you need to have a clean cut. For a girl, you need to have a proper hair, not a hair that is going to cover your ears. No, you don't need a rings to be on your hand, which are fingernails. You don't need all such of fingernails polishes. No, You just need to be very, very clean. For a female, you need a red lipstick. You know, many times people use that, a red lipstick, and a good suit, okay? Not all colors, but there's a specific suit. Either you use navy blue or black. Yeah, navy blue. But some people just use blazer, a good blazer, you know, a good trouser and a good shirt. Yeah, you see. But for the shoes, you don't have to wear that heel or colorful heel. No, you don't have to make a colorful hair. Yes, because all those things is not necessary. But if you are someone who have drag, it's allowed. Yes, drag is allowed. Okay, but if you don't have drag and then you want to keep afro like me, it's not going to work. It's never going to work. Trust me. You have to let go of certain things to make some things happen. You need to prepare yourself for your future. I don't want you to get into the interview room and then you have problem. Okay? So before you go into that interview room, I want you to prepare yourself. I want you to gain that energy. I know sometimes you might, many people feel, that they are afraid. Yes, I'm an introvert person too. I'm talking to you. I am. There are a lot of people out there, even Emily Christina, that that was helping me. That lady has worked with Embrace. She has worked with a lot of airlines. Okay, but if you want to go to Ghana, I will recommend a school for you. You can go to Bachman Aviation College. Go to where you don't have many students, that you can get the proper training, a good quality. You should know how to swim. Or flight attendants, you should know how to swim. When you can't swim, tell me, how will you make it? Okay? You should swim at least like a 25 to 30 meters long by holding your breath. Trust me, if you have, let's say, problem on the aircraft, the main reason we are talking about your height requirement is that you have to reach the overhead locker. Because in the overhead locker, as a cabin crew, you are going to store those things, to store people's hand baggage, luggages out there. The one that you are taking with you as your overhead luggages. Some people, they are two, so some people don't want to put their handbags up. It's still fine. You can put that on the seat. Okay? It's still okay. But trust me, there are some luggages that cannot go there. So a cabin crew, you should be able to reach that luggages and be able to close that overhead locker. That's the reason. And you see, there's a seat in the cabin that cabin crew sits in. It's called a jump seat. You should be able to fit within that seat. That's the main reason. They say some people that have big legs and down is so big. Sorry for saying that. You have to take a little exercise so you can reduce. Okay, so you can come down a little bit, and then once you have reduced and drop weight, trust me, you can be able to sit within that drum seat, and you will be good to go. Once you fit that, you are good to go. But trust me, while being in training, there are a lot of information they're going to give you. There are a lot of information they're going to give you within 6 to 8 weeks, and then you graduate. It's very, very much good. You see, you don't have to go to aviation school. People are telling you have to go to aviation school. You have to, if you don't have a master or BSc, you cannot become a cabin crew because, you need to be, that's your office. That is what you need to know. And then I come to the languages. Okay? You have to know how to read and write. You have to know English very well. Once you are good at English and good at some airline require you to know French as well. But if you don't know French, you know English, apply to French-speaking airline. Apply to other airlines that come from the US. Apply to them. Other airlines, they do accept you only with English. And you should know English and math. Okay, because you do a lot of calculations with money. Detail-free goods, you need to sell them. Okay, while being on airlines. And a friend of mine was asking me, "Oh, Young Buzzy, do they sell alcohol on board?" I said, yes, they do sell alcohol. But they don't sell alcohol to children. Okay, they sell it to people, let's say, who is 18 and above. Because they expect you to know better. But they don't sell you that when you are in your armor behavior and you are going to they don't sell you once you are in that behavior, okay? So they don't serve you that you're going to like drink overplus and get drunk and start to disturb. Trust me, everyone that is traveling today, you should know better. You should know better. You are traveling for a purpose. You don't get on board and start to insult cabin crew and start to insult people. Trust me, as a flight attendant, sometimes people will insult you. They might give you word that you might not even want to hear, but it is your field. Okay? You are in your office. Don't worry. Same as doctor. You see, those people takes a lot of things. People will insult them. Sometimes people color them, tell them a lot of hurtful things, but they still accept it because that's their field of study. That's their field. Same with cabin crew. Back those days, women was not allowed to work as a flight attendants. Okay, it was only male. But by the help of Ellen Church, today female have the opportunity by being a flight attendants. So if you are a male, you are a female, grab the opportunity, get out there and make your dreams come to reality. All you need to do is to take your smartphone, go on Google, read. You're going to see a lot of airlines that fly to your country. You can even work for your country. But you have a Pacific airline that you want to work for, it is fine. But I would do advise you that you try other airlines too. Okay, you might even like it. You might like it. So I want you to not sleep over your dreams. Don't sleep over your dreams. Wake up and make your dreams come to reality. And I believe strongly with God, you will definitely make it. Okay, I'm so sorry for the noise around me because where I am now, I'm in a study room. So a lot of students around me, that is why, you are getting the feedback, like this. But trust me, once I'm in the next video, you're going to see that. And I also talk about, on this channel, I also talk about travel vlog, okay? So for those of you that want to know visa-free countries, I'm not only doing it for Liberia because I am a Liberian, for those of you that don't know, okay? Some of you are a Liberian out there, you have become a flight attendant or cabin crew, you are working, but you don't want to come back and give to people. It is bad, okay? Always come back and give to people what you know and what you think they can do. So you don't need any other requirement apart from those requirements that I just mentioned. Yes, so it's very easy. You need to know your weight. You need to take care of yourself. To have this good. Know you are, good. You are good in English. Okay, you can speak English freely. Yes, and you are good to go. You know mathematics, but when I'm talking about mathematics, it doesn't mean that you should know mathematics, like the way people know mathematics, physics, chemistry, no. Just know the basis that you can be able to calculate because they will definitely give you few mathematics tests, let's say tests in your exam. And before you enter a flight school, there's an exam you can take called aptitude test. Okay? This aptitude test that you are going to take in this aviation school, sometimes some airlines is about 80 questions, some's about 30 questions, some's about 40 to 50, 60 questions. So in answering those questions, they are not hard. It's just a simple question. They want to know your thinking ability. Okay? They want to know if you are able to stay away from your family and friends. Because being a flight attendant is not for baby, it's not for children. You have to to be able to stay away from your family. Sometimes you won't even see your family. On your birthday, they might even call you on your birthday. You say, oh, Johnson, oh, Paul, oh, Peter, you are working today. Please, can you work today? And you can say no once you are not sick because your friend is ill, but you can work for your friend too. Yes, you can work for your friend. But basically, if you're really tired, that's why you should be friendly with your senior cabin crew, because every cabin crew on board has a senior cabin crew member. Okay, you should have a senior cabin crew. And for the safety procedures, okay, that is going to be done For the safety procedures, for those of you that don't know, that is going to be done within training. Okay, but when you go to flight school, you'll be brief about it. Okay, so you're going to learn more about the safety procedures. So don't suffer yourself. The airline will still train you. But to go to a flight school to learn more, it is fine. It's very, very fine. That when you get with, let's say, within an airline industry, trust me, you're going to know what to do. Because there's an exam, the airline, after the airline has trained you, there's an exam that will give you. You have to pass the exam with 85%. But if you are below 85, they're going to give you the ability, they're going to give you the opportunity to write the test once more. And once you fail, you have to leave by all costs. Yes, you have to leave. But I trust you. I know, my good people out there, that you are willing to take the chance that is open to you. For those of you that want to work with Kenyan Airways, you are in East Africa, Uganda, Rwanda, some of you are in Tanzania, and you want to work with Kenya, is good, okay? You can try to wait for Kenya open date, okay? I myself, I'll be checking, and I will give you few open dates for airlines, okay? So I think that will be a help to you. But whatever question you have for me, leave it down here within the comment section, and I will answer. But trust me, if the question is so bulk that I have to, answer them, that I cannot, reply to you, I will leave a video, and I will still let you know that I leave a video. You should go and watch it so you can get your answer. Because trust me, there are a lot of people out there that want to become a flight attendant from the US, from London, which is UK, London. There are a lot of people out there that still want to become a flight attendant. Don't be discouraged. Don't like people to discourage you. People might say, flight attendants is a weak job. Why can't you go out there and become a doctor? No. Those days you are lucky. Because those days, and we are lucky. If you are not a nurse or a doctor or recruit nurse, you can't become a cabin crew. You can. But you can become now. Now you have the chance. With the young people, let's make move. Please subscribe to this channel. Okay, subscribe to this channel, because I will be bringing you a lot of information about it. As I told you before, I'm going to go in details. I'm going to go inside. But that inside that I'm going to go into, meaning that I'm going to tell you about the things you need to know. Why as a cabin crew? Even if you are in a school, in a cabin crew school, they can teach you all of those things. You will know them, yes, but sometimes you forget them. You forget them. And fear also, it also have problems with you. So trust me, leave your fear at that door before you open that interview door. Some of you guys don't know. If they are telling you you have an interview at 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. in the morning, or 6:30 or 7 or 8 o'clock, whatever the time may be, please try to be there before time, 1 hour before the time. Because if you are there before that time, you can be able to, cool your mind. But trust me, the people you are going to meet around you, there are other applicants. You can communicate with them, but please don't go into people, because they are watching you. Your interview starts from the moment you enter. The moment you enter that room, your interview starts. Okay? So you're going to grab that seat. You don't just enter and just grab the seat and sit. No. First of all, greet the person. Let's say that is interviewing you. Oh, good morning, sir. Or good morning, ma'am. And then they answer, and then fine, you respond. And keep standing until they can ask you to sit. And once you are grabbing the seat, oh, thank you. Fine, be kind and say, oh, thank you, sir, or thank you, ma'am. And then you sit. And then they begin to ask you your questions, or the question they want to ask you. But trust me, if you want to know more about being a flight attendant, subscribe to this channel. Right now, I have a lot of paperwork doing, so I will have to leave you guys for now. And trust me, I will bring a lot of videos about flight attendants, and I will tell you the basic step you need to know. Apart from this video, apart from this, but this is very important. This is very important. You don't need any other documents apart from what I mentioned. Yes, you just need to be a high school graduate and you are good to go. And you are 18 years, you can become a flight attendant in the Dar es Salaam or whatever you may be, Africa, West Africa, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Togo, whatever country you might find yourself, you can become a flight attendant. There are a lot of people out there, it worked for them and it can work for you. Like Ellen Church, you see it worked for her because she was way back then and she had a passion of becoming a pilot, as a flight attendant, and she began to take flying lesson. You see, and where it brought her to huge success. Even though this guy was definitely, he felt that or Steve Thompson felt that Margaret Ennis, flying was not, suitable for women or for female, but still, today female rules. If you check within the air industry and you see flight attendants out there, you see a lot of females within the field. But male, it is for you. As a male, you can get out there, grab your wings, and imagine once you have that wings on you, graduation day, you're going to see yourself, you are graduating. Oh my God. You see, my first flight that I fly from Liberia to Ghana, for my school. Oh my God, it was so amazing because, me getting on that aircraft, it was that day I said, yeah. Oh, I can't wait, to have my first experience, okay, to fly. So I fly with Air Peace Airline from Nigeria, okay, and we went definitely to Ghana. So I have been to few countries within West Africa and with out of West Africa too. So you can do the same, okay? You don't have to sit and say, oh, since I went to fly school, I only want to work with big airlines. You can start with a small airlines. And trust me, before you made up your mind, you are out there and you are there for your big dreams, okay? Like Caroline, like this lady, she always tell me that, Enoch, you can try to start from a small airlines and go to a big airlines. But trust me, you don't have to be a university graduate only before you get into the field. But it is an advantage for a university students. If you are 2 years in a university program, if you've gone 2 years, you can still go for this position. I hope this is clean and clear. I haven't worked with immigration services, but I have a lot of information I will tell you about immigration. Before, why making your journey with, let's say, within the air industry. So, some people ask me about my age. I'm not going to call my age out here. Yes, but I will do call that, but not today. But trust me, I'm not a baby. I'm a 20. Let me just call that. I'm a 27 years old guy. You see? So you see, I'm good. Oh yes, I'm good. God is wonderful and God is good. I'm not from a rich background. My family are not rich. We don't have everything, what it takes. So what are you waiting for? Come out and make that happen. Goes to Nigeria. Nigeria have good schools, good airline schools. Yes, goes to Nigeria. Some of my friends still back there in Liberia. You think about you stay in Liberia at Tony Morris Airline, when you finish, you will sit. You are done, you will sit. Yes, because they are not offering that. You will only do ticketing reservation. What ticketing reservation going to do for you? You need to come outside. That's why I tell you the importance of this. The importance of this. That's the importance of your passport. This is very much important. And you see this book. This is your life as a flight attendant. You see, I cannot sell my book. I cannot give my book to anybody. But I can only help you to give you what is in my book. That's what I want you to subscribe to this channel, and everything, you will be updated. You will be well informed. I want you to message me personally, before you go for your interview. Before you start your process, let me know. And I will give you every necessary information you need to know. But don't forget, for Liberians, I told you guys that we have a visa on arrival countries that you need to know about. Okay? That is 21 visa on arrival countries. But I won't do that today. But I will do that. I will, do that in another vlog and give you, so you can be well, informed, about those things. So here am I again today. Thank you so much for being with me. I know and I appreciate your time being with me. You are welcome, and we can make our dreams come to reality. We have everything that we can, that we want to be. Nobody can stop you. Yes, people can try, but they cannot stop you. Only you need to have your own self-confidence to make this happen. Thank you so much. Bye.